One tight end. On first and 10, Cousins. Here's the first down. This Raider defense looks so good. Those first 2 weeks, Charles, we went home in this spring game. They gave up more yards in the first 2 weeks of the season. How did this guy deliver that stat to head coach Jack Devlin? I would have delivered it. You've got a guy who played really well as a linebacker in the NFL, has been a successful defensive coordinator, and now as a head coach.
Thought that was getting picked, dog. Damn.
For this rookie receiver, we asked the coaches about him. They certainly did. And obviously, they like his measurables, otherwise they would have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all that. They really said competitiveness. That's what we really liked about him. When he goes out for the football, competes. This is caught. Touchdown. Jordan Reed, 39 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. Nice. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They come out here in the eye. Now it's first carry to this Murray. Call it no deal and play. This will be second down. Sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walter, the tight end in this unit, very important. Clive Walker, a terrific player. Knows how to move inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep. Hard push on second down. And the jet turning loose. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper is intended receiver, and that's going to make it third down and 10. What are your thoughts on these D-line? I love a unit that can control the run and get out that passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback. The Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Throwing is caught on third down. Time to charge, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it. Yeah, they stagnated it. Weren't doing it at all. And picked it up. First down, Murray. He's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pick up there, leaving him with a second and 3. Some runs are blocked so well. You almost forget some of the carry the game yardage. Leverage by the offensive line to create space up front. Really well done. Defensively, D'Angelo Hall will be 33 in November. Torn ACL out for the year. Remember how great he was when he was a cornerback? And then last season, they started shifting back to the safety spot, and he was definitely open to doing it. And his veteran experience, understanding of offenses, all of that came together to help solidify secondary. They're going to miss him in 2016. First and goal here from the 2. it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple of yards up to the 27-yard line. The Redskins offense now heading back on the field. And they simply be looking to build off the confidence in this timeout with those first strike touchdowns. You score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. But the defense goes on battle. They feel like they're in a room right now. They want to get out there and show it. Yeah, we'll see the same right here. There's this crowd. And he's brought down. It's a pickup at 16 there. They'll be able to set it down. Just a small advantage to the target like this rookie says. That's why they really only want to get our meeting to cut that stuff. We talked about it. Yeah, that's a nice block out. That's got to run the route well on the route tree and get better at it all the time. Really hard to use the game. Expecting us to get a jump at it.
What's up?
I'm gonna give,
What's up?
shower.
I give him a bath?
Yeah.
I give him a bath. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll give him a bath. Yes. This won't take long. I know.
Sharon was cooking out.
Come on.
Because she's like, well, I heard the support was a drop it. You're gonna have to pay all that back. I said, actually, no, because there was tons of rearages, and I'm just gonna drop everything. So no, I won't have to pay anything back. Your son didn't pay me half the time because he, when Emily was together, he didn't go to work.
All right.
And she said, the Herman Cox is not up there.
Good.
And she said, well, Landon did buy that with his money.
Okay.
I said, okay, but the thing is, he wanted to pick the hermit crab up and take it.
Yeah, just bring it along with him.
And I said,
A 2-hour drive.
That's not happening. I said, he's not going to come down here and serve companionship. That's not happening. And she's like, well, I'm really upset that Austin doesn't want to come up. And I said, Austin does not want to remove it. I said, so whoever is asking him repeatedly, that needs to stop. Or Austin is going to stop coming.
Yeah, because you can't have him doing that all the time.
I said, Austin.
They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They go with Murray again. And some room to work. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Stays on his feet. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Say what you want about throwing the ball around. Haven't been an NFL coach, and I don't think you have either, that doesn't want to have a strong running game. And Matt Jones is supposed to provide that for Washington. Not off to the start that they envisioned.
No, he's only averaged 50 yards a game through the first 3 weeks.
And they want to have him carry it and take some pressure off of Kirk Cousins. Maybe still a little bothered by the shoulder injury he had in preseason. Brandon, while we have a quick second here, can we talk about the Ravens a little bit?
Sure.
Because they're off to a 3-0 start. Remember the rough season they had last year with all the injuries, and they're getting a lot of those guys back and playing at a really high level. Joe Flacco from his knee injury, Steve Smith Sr. from the Achilles, Terrell Suggs from an Achilles, and it's all coming together early for Baltimore.
Yeah, they always seem to be in the mix. Big win, although it was at Jacksonville, is now 0-3. Big road win this past week.
Remember in preseason, Jacksonville is one of those very trendy picks to compete for the playoffs.
So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
No. Check, Patrick. All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Cousins now on second down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And the play clock's running down. That was second down run for Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And the wideout in motion. Now Carr going to give it to Murray on a draw play. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
They come out here in the eye. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's Carr to throw. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree from 6 yards away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Complete to the right. This is Garcon. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers
looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Now Carr, flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Cash here should be an easy one. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Here we go now!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. Now the Oakland offense heading...
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3